Hey yo guys, greetings and welcome to another episode of the Breakdown with DJ Odyccy. Oh yeah, yo today before it, guys, I just wanna do like a tutorial on is it kind of what do we call this Trapsoul? Yeah, Trapsoul. Something like that. Trapsoul, something like our Elaine are doing. And shout out to Elaine for her success. And yo, man, we are proud. We South Africans are saying we are proud of you. Me personally, I'm like, yo, because a lot of people when they would hear a person like me play a song like Elaine's, they will ask me like, "Are you sure she's South African?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, she's a South African female songstress." But then now, I mean, it's clear to say, man, she's not South African. She's the world now. And congratulations to Elaine. And then, without wasting time, man, I just want to play something that sounds like what she does, the type of music that she does. And we want to break down the beat after this. Yeah, again, yeah, man, I'm in love with this beat. It's gonna be in my store very soon. Let me rename this. It's gonna be in my store, in my beat store, not my sample pack store. My beat store, that's on BeatStars, and then it's gonna be there to lease, to buy, to do whatever, and yeah. So without wasting time, and let's break this down. And as normally, it's the kick as the first pattern. So that's how the kick looks like. This is the name of the kick 18. Most of you already have it. It's from my free sample pack. I'm still gonna do my premium hip hop sample pack is coming very soon. But for now, let's play the kick. This is how it looks, and let's play it in pattern mode. So that's how it looks like in MIDI file, in a MIDI pattern way. And then I had to put a soft clipper because this kick is very hard. It hits hard, and then it clips on its own. So it's one of those, some people like it as clipping as it is, and sometimes I don't like my sounds clipping. And then so I just put this thing here, and then I didn't do much. I just put it there and didn't do anything. I just I just want this kick to just hit that zero. And then at a later stage, I'm not gonna make it hit at zero. It has to hit at -6 at least. And then all the sounds will go lower than that. So basically, I'll just drag everything and just drag it down. Like I will highlight every sound and drag it down so that the kick cannot be too much, but it has to be too much. Like it's the kick is the main thing. And then in terms of EQing, I had to like cut off some highs on the kick. It's very advisable that you remove the highs on a kick, and then otherwise some lows on a kick, not too much, but yeah. And so the next pattern was a clap, and it looks like this and it sounds like this. As you can see, it's in the middle of let me show you. So this is a bar, and it's in a half a bar, so it hits at half a bar. And then let's see what else we have. And it's my hi-hats, and I have a hi-hat and an open hi-hat. So it's a closed and an open. So this is how, excuse me, this is how the closed one looks like, and it sounds like this together. And the high one, the open one just comes in like doop, and then that's how it goes. And that's how simple everything looks. And then the next pattern, now let's get into the sound. So the first pattern here is the piano. So I haven't moved my bass up yet. So anyway, let's play the piano, the E piano. I used an electric piano from Contact 5 inside the vintage keys, and it sounds like this. And yeah, and that was the MIDI, and then sounds dope. I love it. And then I had to just copy and paste this and created a pad, and it sounds like this. So in terms of the pad, normally I cut it off, like to make sure that it doesn't sound like this. So you want a clean sound, and then so you cut off the highs until where you feel like it sounds dope. So it sounds like that, and then so, but you have to test it out with your, maybe with your keys right there, your chords, and then you wanna hear it sounding like. So you can hear now, because now when I was doing it alone. The other problem is when you do something alone, like when you mix, you put an EQ on maybe a pad, and it's all alone. It might clash with the other sounds. Like now, I can still hear, like I can hear the key, I can hear the chords, but they're playing at the same frequency. So my plan was, I need the pad to back up the keys. So this is how I actually make the EQ. So when you're EQing, you better know where you want something. Sometimes you might want the key, the chords or the keys to actually be backing up your, you're backing up maybe your pad this time. But for me, most of the time, my pad backs up my keys. It's just a sound that's subtle behind, and it just keeps them together, and then it makes like the keys are like the keys and the pad sound like one thing, but the pad is actually backing it up so nicely. So that's what you do sometimes when you need something like that. And then what I did with the keys, I actually made them what's the word, stereo wide. When you play with this, you get stereo wide, and when you get like this, you get mono. Like, it's not like stereo, it's in a mono form, right? Doesn't necessarily mean it's one thing. It's in the middle, and then when you make a stereo wide, the more you open it up, is the more like the ears hear it differently. Like it's playing here. It becomes fuller for the thing. So I made it very, 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 very stereo, and then the pad, I just made it like almost like it's just stereo, but not too much. So when the keys are here, the pad plays here, and then something will come and play in the middle or something. So it depends on you, and then they sound nice together. So since we are still in pattern mode, excuse me, after the pet, then I created a bell, but it's not a bell. It's like a plug, but it's a bell anyway. So it sounds like this. So as well, you want it to sit well in the mix, and then you just use an EQ, and then see it's between here, and those a pad was here, and then the chords were like almost like covering up, and then so the plug is not covering up too much. You can, but it's gonna be with the pad now. Then you want to open it up a little bit so that people can hear the pad, and people can hear the difference between a pad, the keys, and the other sound that's coming up, the bell. Okay, let me show you how it looks. It's very simple. And then the next pattern, okay, it's a bass line. It's an 808, and it sounds like this. So I hear you can hear the gliding of the 808 when it goes up. It actually moves up like that. Like you can hear it glide. And then for some people that don't know how to actually glide the 808, what you do, I just do quarter in mono and increase it there. And then some people use this slide here and this portamento here, and then I'll show you, I'll make a tutorial on how to glide 808 very soon. So if you don't know how to do it, I'll show it to you. And the next pattern, it's expand. It's some kind of a synth, and it's soul stack inside polysynth, and then it sounds like this, and looks like this. And that's how simple it is to actually make a song. Like if you want to produce something for people like Elaine, I think you should start like this, and then you can also increase other sounds later on. But this is like my main thing, my own basic Elaine type of beat. And then yeah, next thing, excuse me, I used to crash. The thing of not sleeping, people. Right now I'm even yawning for you guys, and I'm really sorry about that. And then but as long as I'm working and I'm showing you what you guys have to know. And then I used to crash, reversed, and it gave me this sound. So there's a crash and there's a crash reversed, and then my signature when I make beats. And then that's it. That's how you actually make an R&B, trap soul, hip hop-ish music. And if you have any questions, put them down in the description, and I'll see you on my next tutorial. Let's just play this.